Coming up on Jack's News Now, talking about the Jaguars and their quest for the playoffs. And plus, Christmas is almost here. Are you ready?
And we're tracking the cold as it hits the first coast. Old Man Winter back for now, and maybe again for Christmas. All that coming up next. You're watching Jack's News Now.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Jack's News Now. I'm Jake Pickering. This evening, we start out with some not-so-good news. The Jaguars have lost their game against the Indianapolis Colts, 34-24. The Coast Guard rescued a couple of boaters this morning in offshore St. Augustine. According to officials with the Coast Guard, the boaters were aboard a sailboat that began taking on water. Everyone is safe and sound as of this hour. A fire that started this week on Jacksonville's far west side is being monitored this evening to make sure it doesn't expand. The Forestry Service tells us that it's 70% contained, but many hotspots are still exhibiting the possibility of worsening the situation. Dry weather and winds are helping to fan the flames. Congress this week has been very busy and have pushed through key pieces of legislation just before the Christmas recess. Not only did a tax compromise get pushed through, but also a repeal of the military's "don't ask, don't tell" policy. Once the repeal is signed by the president, homosexual individuals will be able to serve openly in the military.
And right now we're going to head into your Jack's News Now weather. Right now outside, it is in the upper 40s. We're looking at some cloudy skies, so we were expecting those clouds to lift out, but that just did not happen today, and that's been keeping our temperatures very low throughout the day. Our winds right now are in upwards of 15 miles per hour coming out of the north, so we're having those Canadian winds yet again that are bringing in our colder weather. Now let's go ahead to Christmas. Before we go into your 7-day, let's look at Christmas. That's in about a week, folks, now, a little under a week. We're going to be looking at some cooling down conditions. As the day moves on in Christmas, we're going to be seeing our temperatures actually go down throughout the day, so that our high will probably be in the morning. High maybe in the 60s, closing in on the upper 50s. But the day after Christmas, maybe you're going out for some early morning shopping to get those 50% off deals there at maybe Dillard's. You like those German nutcrackers and any of those ornaments that you may like that you collect for your Christmas tree every year. You're going to be seeing some cold weather for that, so you're going to have to bundle up for that. And we're going to be heading back into an Arctic chill. But for the next 7 days and our work week leading up to Christmas, let's show you that right now. And you're seeing that for the next 7 days, we're going to be going through a moderating trend as we head into the beginning of the work week, including all the way up to Christmas Eve. We're going to be seeing some pretty mild conditions with our lows only dipping down to the 50s at night and our highs even getting into the 70s. So some pleasant weather again. But here comes Christmas. We see maybe some clouds and rain Christmas Day, and the day after Christmas, it's back into the icebox for First Coast residents. Jake, back to you.
Thank you, Nick. We want to make an announcement before we close this newscast. Last December, we announced that Jack's News Now would be ending this month. Since that announcement was made, we have had several important behind-the-scenes changes here at Jack's News Now that have prompted us to not go ahead with that plan. However, 2011 is expected to be a great year of goodbyes and changes for us, but for right now, we are staying right where we are. And that wraps it up for us this weekend. I'm Jake Pickering. The news continues on jacksnewsnow.net. Goodbye, everyone.